Now that we've resumed our working life amidst COVID-19, I think every company out there is taking a look at their costs and third-party vendors pretty carefully. I know we are. And if you're in the same position and you're taking a look at your IT vendor and what they cost you, I think this video is for you. My name is Dave Mason. I'm the CEO of Shift IT Solutions based in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about an experience that I had with one of our clients and made me, I guess, inspired me to make this video because I'm sure other people are experiencing. So in this particular instance, our primary contact is not the CEO, and it's somebody who is great to work with and they understand IT in the business, and the CEO is a little bit further removed than I would prefer. However, they're taking a look at their overall cost. And IT is obviously a line in everybody's budget, as it should be. And the question was asked is, from the CEO standpoint, what do we pay you guys for? And I think there's a ton of people that ask their IT vendor the same thing. And when you're trying to give that answer to somebody who's not terribly technical and doesn't sort of deeply understand IT, I kind of struggled a little bit. Obviously, we have our service agreement and our scope of work that outlines all the things we do for our client. But often from the CEO perspective, if they're not involved, they generally don't understand all the stuff that goes on in the background, and that's usually the most important things. So they see tickets. So they see people entering requests and getting service and getting help. And then obviously somebody asks for a ticket report, and then you give it to them, and here's all the issues we fixed for you. And then when you add it up and you look at it, it's obviously not the whole puzzle. And there's a lot of pieces missing, and the most critical pieces, in my opinion, are completely missing from a ticket report. So how do you quantify what you do for somebody as an IT service provider in layman's terms that really anybody who's technical or not can understand? So one of the things that I kind of came up with is, what do we pay you for? And really important piece of what our clients pay us for and what you should be paying somebody for, whether that's internal or external, is you need to pay somebody to worry about your IT for you. And somebody who knows what's going on, not just somebody who simply worries about IT and doesn't really know anything about IT, because that really doesn't get anything done. That's just creating anxiety. So what you want to do is you want to have somebody who you trust that worries about your IT. And so thinking about this example, and I was putting this in an email for this particular client, is I referenced a point in time where we were deeply concerned about a risk that they had. And it was in the back end, and we took measures to mitigate that risk, even that impacted our margin with the client. It reduced our margin with the client, but we were so concerned about it that we didn't really care because we were worried about the issue. Now, it gave us time to sort of mitigate and create a new solution and get rid of the problem, which is what we did. But the worrying about the problem and having the knowledge as to how to mitigate the issue is really the most important piece there, right? That was something that could have caused a pretty big problem in the organization, but we worried about it and we took a step and then dealt with it. So you would see the project that comes after, but you didn't really see the mitigation factor. And it's just one of these things that kind of happen in the background. And if somebody's adequately worrying about your organization, these things will happen, and you can't pay somebody to do that by the hour, really. From that perspective, nobody can sort of parachute into your organization, take a look and be like, oh, I'm worried about this, let's fix it. It doesn't really happen that way. You need to be involved and have the responsibility that creates the worry. So I'm responsible for this, therefore I'm concerned and I'm going to take appropriate action, and I have the appropriate knowledge to deal with it. And that's a really critical piece. And at its crux, I think that is really why you need to hire somebody to handle this for you, is to worry on your behalf and fix things as they see fit. I hope this concept resonates with you and it helps you understand the role that your IT provider plays in your business. So if you like this idea and you want to check more stuff out about how to sort of think about IT and better manage IT in your organization, please check out my YouTube channel. There's a subscription notification above as to how to do that. And then furthermore, if you want to send me a question or an email just to chat about your IT, please do so. Here's my email. I'd be happy to answer your question, and if it's relevant to a lot of people, I'll even make a video on it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, my name is Dave Mason, and I hope you have a great day.